Hey guys, Chris here, and I'm out here working today. I'm working at McCormick Place today, and I'm on my break right now, and I'm bored out of my mind. And there's this clicker, like a person counter that someone left in the bus. You know, like one of these things that you click to, you know, count things or whatever, count people. So I'm really bored, and I'm gonna make a video, and I'm gonna try and give myself arthritis by clicking all the way to 9999. So I'm gonna start doing that. I want to hold it so I can show you guys that I'm actually doing this and not just gonna fake it, because I am gonna try and get to 10,000. So might as well get to it. So why did I decide to do this? Well, I think really the only reason I decided to do this is because I don't really have a whole lot of other stuff to do. I kind of cycled through all my apps and stuff, and it got to the point where I was on my phone so much that I was starting to, or I literally set like a time limit on the apps, and you know, that's been helping and everything, but sometimes I'll like extend the time because, you know, there'll be some reason for it. There's always some excuse. But I kind of wanted to not do that and not just stare at my phone. So I was like, I might as well make a video. I've made other videos, I just haven't posted them yet. Some of them are kind of just, you know, matter of like quality over quantity kind of thing. So I don't know, maybe I'll post them, maybe I won't. I'll have to kind of look at them again. But where are we? We're at about 250, so we are 1/4 times 10. We are about 1/40th of the way there. So at the rate that we're going, we've been doing this for about a minute, 2 minutes, whatever. So we should be there 40 minutes. Oh, please don't tell me I have to click this for 40 minutes and talk for 40 minutes, because that would be insane. I have to go back at 10:40. I might go back a tiny bit earlier just to get there, you know, on time, because I don't like being not on time. So we're at 300, or we're at 400. It's really hard to like angle it and show you guys it at the same time, so I'm just gonna maybe try and find a more comfortable angle. This is okay. It's gonna be difficult when it's my left hand that I'm using though. Anyway, so you might be wondering what I'm even doing here at McCormick Place, and there's a oncologist convention thing, and I'm doing the shuttle for that. And if I'm being completely honest, I very much prefer what I was doing for the last 6 months. It was at the same job, but I was just doing different types of work, which was more of like a scheduled run type of thing. So like I would always go from the suburbs of, like, you know, not downtown Chicago, but like the suburbs, to Champaign and come back, and I did that 4 days a week. And they were longer days. They were like 11 something hour days, but I really missed that because it was really easy and really, I had a set schedule. I like having a set schedule. I don't really like, you know, not necessarily not knowing when I'm going to work, but just kind of having the days not really like be planned out, you know. Oh, we're at 700. Okay. But I don't know. I think this type of work's okay. Generally, I feel like there's more potential. There's potential to make more money because the days are a lot longer and there's a lot of them kind of in a row, and a lot of the times you do get tips either through passengers or, I mean, the company I'm working with actually tips us $40 daily, which is awesome. Or I mean, like the event organizer people. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't mind this kind of work. It's just I very much prefer more of the scheduled kind of line run type thing. And I don't know. That's just me personally. It's just the way I'm wired, I guess. The type of stuff that I like is more, I don't know, formulaic. But because that's the thing with these types of thing I don't want to call them routes because they're not really routes, but when you're doing things where you're at the sort of, I don't want to say disposal, it's kind of a, I don't really know, it's just a different way of putting it. When you're more like, when you have like someone who wants something done a certain way, you're more at their, oh, we just passed to 1,000, so we were a tenth of the way there. Like, I don't know, what the hell am I trying to say? I've been trying to make this same point for the last minute. But basically, like, it's very, each company or, like, event organizer wants stuff done a certain way. And each time it's different. No two events or days are really the same when you're doing this kind of work. And I think really early on, I kind of, I was fine with that more, and now I prefer just kind of things to go a certain way. And I think a lot of that comes from me doing that route for 6 months straight, and I just got used to that. And because those were really nice days. Like, I would clock into work at like 10:15 in the morning. I would sit around for about 45 minutes until I had to leave. I would leave for my first stop at about 11. I'd make a bunch of stops. And the last stop was around 1 p.m. or so. Then I'd drive the 2 hours to Champaign, drop off everyone there, take my break. Well, not really take a break. I would go fill up the bus with diesel. I would dump it if I needed to, dump the toilet with the bus. And that took up a little bit of my break. I'd say half an hour maybe. And then I would take whatever rest of the break I had. I would either sit at the bus yard, or I would go to the Walmart or Aldi, you know, in Champaign, and just chill out there for a while. And then I'd go back around 5 p.m. and pick up everyone, and then go back up north, and my day was done at about, usually it was roughly 9 p.m., give or take. Literally, give or take. Like, there were some days where I was done before 9. There were some days where I was done close to 10. If it was, like, you know, winter and there was, like, bad, you know, road conditions or whatever. But, I don't know. I mean, I miss it. I really miss it. And I guess the route doesn't run during the summer. And I thought it did. It's a story for another video of what I was planning on doing with my summer, but changed my mind on because I thought this route would run during the summer, but it did not. But that's a story. Not really story, because nothing really happened, of course, because I was under the impression that I would be doing a scheduled route this whole summer, but whatever. Anyway, I might cut that part out of the video, so you guys, if you guys see the number on this jump a little bit, that's from where I cut the part out of the video, where I was ranting about stuff, kind of. I tend to rant in my videos, and one of the reasons I have been sitting on this one other video for a while. Actually, I don't even think I'll ever upload it because this is okay. No, we're good. I thought there was like a security guy coming up to my bus because McCormick Place is pretty. They got pretty tight security. I don't even know why. Like, it's, you know, like, there was one time last year. No, I'm gonna get to that later. I keep going on so many different side tangents. Like I was saying, I've been sitting on this one video for a while, and I might just not upload it because it's half the stuff I said in the video really isn't accurate. And I did go on a little bit of a rant about why. I went on a rant about some parts of Western Europe. So I won't upload it, I don't think, anytime soon. But anyway, like, the next side tangent I was going to get to is McCormick Place has really tight security. And there was one time last summer where, oh, we're almost at 2,000, nice. There was one time last summer where I needed to use a bathroom, not the bathroom in the bus. I needed an actual bathroom. And I parked my bus actually right here along this stretch. And I walked over to one of the buildings, whatever, did what I had to do, came back here, and there was a guy who was like right by the bus, and I was like, what the hell? And he was like like he yelled, or he didn't yell something, but he kind of said something, and I was like, what? I didn't hear him, and he said it again. I was like, I don't know. I came up to him, and he was like, what? Or I was like, what's going on? He was like, do you want me to write you a ticket here? I'm like, not really, no. He's like, then you better get this bus out of here. I almost wrote you up a ticket. And it's like, all because I was parking, like, I can actually show you guys. Like, if you see the, I don't know if you can see. Yeah, if you see, like, kind of where that blue car is in front of me, maybe a little bit farther up, is where I parked. And I guess that's, like, kind of like a taxi stand or something. But it's not really a taxi stand. There's nothing here that says, like, exclusively taxis or whatever, and it's kind of stupid. But, I don't know. I was like, wow, okay. I guess I almost got a ticket, and I would have had to, at the very least, tell my company that happened, and it might have even come out of my paycheck. But no one really ever told me that McCormick Place has really strict security. I don't know. I don't like security people because they think they're cops. Just because you drive a Ford Explorer that has like amber lights on top does not make you a cop. Doesn't make you anywhere near a cop. But anyway, yeah, McCormick Place, it's alright. It's not my favorite place in the world to work out of because it usually means that it's going to be like all day shuttle type work, but I guess if you like that kind of thing, it's good for you. I like it from time to time. It's just, if I had to do this, like, all the time, I think I would go insane. Because literally, like, you will drive around all friggin' day, and, like, I have to, like, put in the mileage I drove at the end of the day, and, like, literally, yesterday I drove around all day long. I drove for 8 hours, and, you know, we can only drive for 10 legally, so it was getting kind of close. Of course I could have driven longer, but like they called it at some point. They were just like, all right, we're done. But like I drove for 8 hours and I only drove for, I think it was like 105 miles. So it's like you drive a lot, but you don't drive very quickly. I mean, I guess it's just the nature of driving a bus in Chicago or really any city. But what are we at? We're at 2,500. We are a quarter of the way there, meaning that's going to be pretty bang on accurate, me being done in 40. Holy shit. Me being done in half an hour. I can't do this. I don't think I can do this for that much longer. Like, literally, because I also have to go back. Like, I literally have to go back in like, half an hour. Like, I can't sit... Wait. How was I supposed to go back? 10:40, okay. I freaked myself out there for a second. Never mind. I thought I was, like, already supposed to be back there. Not that it would matter, because I feel like half the time with doing stuff at McCormick Place, and really any, like, large-scale shuttle like this, where it's, like, for a huge event, is there are literally, like, no exaggeration, there are literally, like, 200 buses doing these kinds of things. Maybe not 200, maybe, like, 100 something. Maybe 100, 150, something like that. But, like... I literally have had it before where I've done things way smaller and, like, I either, like, was parked in the wrong area or something and, like, nobody noticed that I wasn't there. Like, nobody was like, hey, Chris, where are you? Like, where'd you go? Like, we need you here. Like, I would literally, like, be waiting there for, like, an hour and then I would call the event person and be like, so I've been sitting here, like, you, like... should I just stay here, or like wait, whatever? And she was like, oh, we're already at we're already at this place, just come over there. So like, she didn't even know I was missing. So, but it's weird, like, I feel like it's very, it's like a flip of a coin if people notice that you're missing. Like, either, like, with things like this, you're either the most important person and, like, they can't get enough of you, you know, like, they'll sometimes call you on your break and cut it. That happened to me once where they cut my break short, which kind of was really annoying. Like, you're either like their top guy or whatever, or they don't even know you exist, and there's almost zero in between. But okay, we're at 3,000. We're a third of the way there, almost. Yeah, this video, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this video, because, first of all, I literally will have to go at some point, and there's no way that I can get to 10,000 at this rate before I have to go. I can either continue the video, which it will literally just be like 2 or 3 parts of me just yapping, because I do have other stuff to do today. Like on my other, hopefully I'm gonna get, I better get a second break, because I'm saving my sandwich for that second break, and so help my fuck if I cannot have my delicious sandwich that I made. But I need to actually, I didn't realize that my work, my company, they gave us, they are letting like the drivers that live here, not here, like no one, I don't think anyone lives in downtown Chicago, but like the ones who live around here, not from, downstate, like they're letting us stay in the hotel. And I didn't know that yesterday. I didn't know that until I almost left, and I was like, well, I'm not going to sleep here because I only had these clothes, and I would need a bunch of other clothes and, toothbrush and all that stuff. So I still need to get some grocery shopping done. I'm kind of excited though, because I brought my hot plate, or not hot plate, like it's a portable like stove kind of thing, like a little like single electronic stove. I brought that with me. I brought a little tiny pan, so I can I'm probably just gonna buy a bunch of canned soup and have that be my dinners. I still have to figure out what I'm eating for breakfast. I think it's too early, I leave too early in the day to get hotel breakfast. And even if that was the case, I don't think, or even if I didn't leave that early, I don't think I would, because I don't particularly care for hotel food. Plus, I kind of like just making my own thing anyway. Like, it feels less forced to, I feel less forced to eat whatever there is. But yeah, probably gonna pick up some soup on my second break. Some other pre-packaged food because there's no refrigerator room, of course. So yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna probably cut that part out too. So yeah, again, if you see this jump, I didn't cheat. I just cut out part of the video because there's always many things to rant about. But anyway, what else to talk about? Oh yeah, this is a really weird bus that I'm in. So it's a Van Hool CX-45, and it's like a new version. What year is this bus? Let me keep clicking this for you guys while I find what year this is. Where the hell is the VIN or whatever? Usually it's down here, but I don't see it. Yeah, wait. I don't even know where it is. I don't know, but this bus is newer. It is, I know it's newer because it only has about 100-something thousand miles on it, which I kind of did the math, and I'm guessing this bus is about 2 years old because my particular company, if you look at, the average miles per, year, it, we roughly put about 60,000 miles on a bus every year. So this has about 100, I forgot if it's 150,000, something like that, miles on it. So it's probably about 2 or 3 years old. But it's weird because it's the newer generation of this bus, so it's it has this new kind of more I don't know, kind of compact driver's area, which I like personally. It's it kind of feels like a, I don't know, it just feels not like a plane. I mean, I don't know what a plane cockpit feels like, but it just feels more cockpity. I don't really know how else to put it. So, you have, a digital dashboard, which I don't really care for, but yeah, so it's supposedly the new generation, whatever, that solved a lot of the problems that were in the previous one. Which, what were the problems with the previous generation? Well, the buses leaked all the time. Like, whenever there would be any rain, they would just leak. Like, you'd see a nice little pool of water on the floor. Which, yeah, that's solved now, allegedly. The other problem was that maybe it wasn't a problem. Maybe it was intentionally put in like this because they're... I'm not going to get into it. I'm not going to rant about Western Europe again. So basically, like in the older Van Hool buses, when you put on the turn signal or hazard lights, you wouldn't hear anything. There would be no... I'm just using this as like a turn signal. You wouldn't hear that clicking. And in the new ones, you can hear the clicking. Although in this one, you can't. Even though it has the new digital dashboard, it has like all these new things. You still can't hear the clicking. It also has the old-fashioned Van Hool steering wheel, which, as far as I know, it is designed by Van Hool. I could be wrong, because a lot of buses use just like generic steering wheels, but this is the only bus that I've seen this type of steering wheel in, is like Van Hool's. So, I don't know. Another thing is that, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so like for some reason this bus has no luggage doors, as you can see. And when you turn it on, you don't want to turn it on. Yeah, I really don't want to waste like gas or whatever, or make this poor fella think that I'm moving. But like, there's just like a red light back there. Like one of these, like, you might kind of notice that they're like LED strips or whatever. I mean, it's hard to see actually, but like one of them just lights up red for some reason. I don't know why. There's nothing wrong as far as I know. It's just it doesn't want to be like the rest of them. I don't know. What else? Yeah, I don't know. I like this bus though. It's kind of weird. It smells like shampoo in here. I like it. I like that smell. It might just be new bus smell. I don't know. But the closest thing I can put my finger on in terms of it's kind of a weird expression if you think about it. Put my finger on. The closest thing that I can compare it to is the smell of shampoo, which is a good smell in my opinion. And what else? What else do we got? I still got 15 minutes here. What am I at? Oh my gosh, we're already halfway through. We're at 5,600. That 4,000 just went by like nothing. I didn't even notice rolling over to 4,000. This might have to be a two-part video. Because I do want to show you guys that I can in fact get to 9,999, but I might just have to go beforehand, before that happens. So, uh-oh. I think I just messed something up. I think I might have accidentally just rolled this over to 6. Because I could have sworn this literally just said 4,000. So I might, yeah, I think I accidentally rolled it over like this. Like I must have like hit it or something. I'm going to go back and you guys can see too, I guess, what happened. But I guess that's going to have to be the end of it. That's a really damn shame because ever since I've seen this thing, I thought to myself, you know what, I'm going to click it to 10,000. That's all I want to do with this thing. I want to click till the 999 rolls over to 10, like this. Like if it were like this, you go like that, and then it's back to 0. That's all I wanted to do, and I was like halfway there. And it took me like 20 minutes. And now I have to make the decision if I want to do it again, like starting from 0, or if I want to roll it to about 5,000, which feels like cheating, even though it's not technically, or just give up. Maybe what I'll do is have you guys be the judge if I should continue. So this is the first time I'm ever gonna say anything like this, but leave a comment if you would like me to either continue cooking this thing over, or if I should not continue to do it because I'm going to give myself arthritis and it's just a massive waste of time and you never want to see one of my videos ever again, or just leave any other kind of comment. I really don't care. I read every single comment because there's not a whole lot of them. So yeah, I'll see it, and I'm probably gonna head out soon though. At least get my bus ready to head out. You know what? Because of that, I'll show you guys the weird red light. So I'll also show you how to start these dang things. So where's my hand in this video? Because I'm holding my phone backwards. Okay, so you basically just push the ignition switch on, and then it's gonna say all this fun stuff. There's gonna be a bunch of this all over the place. If you can see that, maybe you couldn't because I was not doing it right, I don't think. And then the little secret, the little well-kept secret is that to get it to start, you have to press a certain button. And you'll notice that if I try and start it without pressing that certain button, there's nothing, it won't start. But to get at least a Van Hool started, you put this to the middle position, the driver light, then you can start it. See? Isn't that useful? Isn't that such a useful feature? Because, you know, I don't know why it's in there like that, but whatever. Yeah, so I'm gonna see you guys in the next video.